What is up, everybody, and welcome back to my playthrough of Sonic Unleashed. So last time we did more stuff. We went to Empire City, Rooftop Day, we went to Adabat, and did Jungle Joyride Night, and then we also did restore the continent, the piece of the planet that contained Empire City and Shamar. So now it's time to return to Shamar. Oh, this loading screen, I feel like it's gonna take some time. Never mind. No way the game just crashed. Why does the game always crash when it just starts? Alright, hopefully the game doesn't crash. Well, for a little while. But, man, I don't know. You know, I gotta say, playing this game for the marathon, I really love this game, I really do, but it just sucks that there is really like no proper way to play this unless, like I said, you have an Xbox, the Xbox 360 version of this game and an Xbox Series X or S. I mean, as long as it's just the latest gen Xbox, it should work. Let's touch him real quick. Okay, looks like we gotta go to Adabat. Like I was saying, yeah, but it's either that or, I mean, I guess you could always play it on the original hardware, but I mean, that means you would still have to have a PS3 or an Xbox 360. And actually, you know what? I'm kind of surprised because I ended up selling my PS3. You know, once I got the PC, because I figured I didn't really even play it all that much. Since I already had the PS4, and then, you know, the PS5 was already out by then, so and also, you know, I thought the PS5 was going to be reverse compatible all the way up to, like, maybe the PS1, kind of like how that Series X is, but when they said it was only reverse compatible with PS4, I was just like, alright, well then, like, well, that kills that hope. And then I just kind of figured, you know, I already have the PC, I could pretty much emulate everything, and, you know, like, I could at least make some money off selling the PS3, which is what I did. And, you know, I figured that it would be kind of pointless, because, I mean, how many people are really even playing on PS3 these days? Well, like a while ago, I read this article that said that supposedly there's still a lot of active users on PS3, which surprised me a bit because I didn't think that was the case. But even then, do I regret some of the PS3? No, because yeah, every now and then I would hook it up and play it, but other than that, it was just kind of sitting there collecting dust. And, you know, when I was younger, I always said, oh, you know what, I'm gonna keep on my consoles and whatnot. Now, granted, this was before I knew about emulation. Wow. This is before I knew about emulation. Yeah, and it kind of drove my mom crazy because she was like, oh, you have to have all these consoles and whatnot. In fact, I think, what was it, to get the PS3, because when I eventually got it, Mom said I had to get rid of a console because I had too many, and at that time, what was it? I had a PS2, I had a Wii, I had a GameCube, and so I ended up just getting rid of the GameCube because, well, the Wii that I had was, you know, yeah, the Wii was reverse compatible with the GameCube, so I figured, alright, well, might as well just get rid of the GameCube because it's essentially just redundant to have it since I have the Wii that can replay GameCube games, and in fact I think my Wii played my GameCube games much better than the actual GameCube did. And that was the only console that I ever had to get rid of due to space. Yeah, so is this it? This is a really small hub now that I'm looking at it. But yeah, let's go ahead. But yeah, then when I got the PS4, like I said, I was collecting dust, and you know, I still have my PS5 or my PS2, but at this point I like kind of gave it to my sister because I just have the PS2 emulator on here. But even then, like, it's kind of like packed away in storage. Alright, so before I continue, this is why I was getting metal collecting, just for this level in particular, because you need to be level 7. You need to have level 7 sun metals, which is the highest amount in this game. And it's funny because I think that's the issue, because unless like you're really playing the levels and not trying to get any medals, yeah, there will be points in the game where your progress will just be halted since you're not collecting them. But for me, I think for a lot of people who like at least more or less try to collect medals, this is a part of the game where like they get they're kind of halted because you need a lot of medals just to reach 7. I mean, did you see how many medals I needed to get when I reached 6? I think I needed to get like 20 or 30. And that's why I was kind of like trying to get moon medals, because I thought the nighttime stage for this level was gonna be level 7. But it was only 6, so I was able to get by, and as you can see here, like I'm really close to level 7 for moon. It's just 2 medals, but for sun, I have enough, so that's good. And yeah, that's how it was in my first playthrough. The first time I ever played this game, that I got here, like I didn't have any issue with the other levels. I was able to play them as I unlocked them. And when I got here, I couldn't play it because I needed more sun medals, so I had to go back and replay it. And ever since then, that's why when I like do a new run of this game, I always try to prioritize the medals. That way I don't have to come back and go back in and replay levels. And there are other like levels. These aren't the only acts. Like as you can see here, here's another like moon level or another moon act. But you don't really need to do those for the story, and they're not really like fully fleshed out levels. They're more like challenge levels. I might do a couple, maybe not for this playthrough, because like I said, I just kind of want to finish this game and just kind of keep going with this marathon, because man, it's been going on long enough, and I really do want to play Sonic Frontiers and all the other Sonic games coming out. And then Sonic and Shadow Generations is supposed to come out this year. So Yeah, Sonic and Shadow Generations is supposed to come out this year, and well, I really want to play that too. You bet your ass I'm gonna play that. But maybe like later in the future.
Here we.
Anyways, let's get started. So this and I'm already dead. Okay, so this is easily the hardest daytime stage in this game. I mean, already from the get-go, it's pretty crazy. And so I don't know if you guys remember, but this is the level. This is the level where the game suffers a lot from damage. This is the game where, or this is the level where the game suffers from. Oh wow! Yeah, this is the game where, or this is a part of the game that suffers from a lot of performance issues. You'll see. And it's like this on the console. Like, I remember playing this level on my PS3, and I would just suffer from low frame rate like this. So, what you're seeing right here, that's how it looks like on consoles. It's not because of the emulation. Time to run on water. Anyways, like I was saying, so as much as I wanted to keep my consoles, like once I found out about emulation and once I got the PC, I figured, you know what, I would rather just play all these old games on my PC, because there's a fair amount of old games that you can actually just play on your PC, whether it be because they came out for the PC, they have ports, they have PC ports, whatever it is. It got remastered. Yeah, it got remastered for modern hardware. Oh man. You know, and then the games that you can't, or that don't fall under that criteria, well, yeah, at least the games that don't fall under that criteria. Oh man, I just died. You could just emulate them. And the thing with emulation is, I think it's just the better way to go, because I remember I saw this video talking about emulation versus like retro, using like retro hardware, and it's just less of a hassle to go with emulation, since you don't have to deal with like hardware constraints of the hardware itself, and then like, you know, if, oh my god, damn it, yeah, if like if, for example, I have a PS2, right, and if that PS2 were to break or fail or whatever, it's gonna be hard to find like the replacement parts that I need to fix it, and then find someone who actually has a knowledge of to fix it. And then also, you know, you're just limited. You still have to like you basically still have to go out and like track the games for said console. And unfortunately, for a lot of the games for these retro consoles are expensive. Like, have any of you guys ever tried buying a GameCube game? They're so expensive. I remember looking on the internet once and seeing that, like, what is it? Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube, a copy of that for the GameCube, can go up to like $200. And I just think that's ridiculous. I know Melee is like, you know, the best. I know Melee is like the best Mario Smash Bros. Game, but still, like, I just think that $200 for a game that came out, what, a little over 20 years ago is just too much. So that's what I'm saying. Oh, look at that waterfall. That waterfall is so beautiful. And then you got these temples here too. Oh my god, I screwed that up. Now I gotta do this slow. I gotta say, I think Adabat or Jungle Joyride Daytime is my favorite daytime stage. There's just so much going on and I love it. It just looks so beautiful. Like, you really wouldn't see a temple like this. Or, actually, I don't know. Temples like this, I feel like you really only see in video games and movies. I could be wrong. Please tell me I'm wrong, guys. But anyways, yeah, so once I got my PC and, you know, the power emulation, I figured it was just better to play my older games, my retro games like that, or like this. And, you know, as much as I wanted to keep my consoles, it was something I didn't really think about when I was young, that I guess now that I'm older, I really had to think about, and like I understand why my mom made me give away like my GameCube, or why she said I had to get rid of a console if I wanted a new one. Oh my god. You see what I'm talking about? That's what I was talking about the air boost and the homing attack being mapped to the same button. I knew it was gonna happen to me at one point or another. Just surprised it happened this late. Anyways, whoa, I didn't know that was collapsing the ground underneath. Yeah, because, you know, now that here I am, I'm older, like I have my own place and whatnot. Storage does kind of start being an issue because, you know, you just have all these consoles and it just really takes up space. And then the same thing with games. Like, I know a lot of people are kind of, there's like, I know right now there's like a huge shift to switching from physical media to digital media. And, you know, with what's going on, like I know like with what happened with Ubisoft and the crew, people are saying like, yeah, you see, this is why like I buy physical media, and like, you gotta make sure that you don't switch to digital and whatnot. Like, believe me, I'm one of those people who, like, if I could own physical stuff, I would. But unfortunately, unfortunately, well, if you're playing on PC, you really don't have a choice. I mean, with older games, I'd say like maybe games like before 2010, really, if you could find like PC versions of games that have discs, you know? Like, I remember when I was young, going to stores and you would see, like in the game shelf, games that had like the PC, like for PC on it, and yeah, like all that, it came with the disc and everything, and all you would do is just pop in the disc and it would just download the game files for you. That was it. I think you only needed to pop in the disc once to just essentially download the game files, and then after that you could pretty much play the game without the disc. So like, oh my god. So like, at least for that I can understand the switch to like just straight up downloading the game from like a game store. But see, but even then, that's another thing, like physical media. The only thing with that is then you start having a pile of games, and then, you know, like if you're a gamer, if you're like a hardcore gamer like me who likes to play a lot of games, you're just gonna have a pile of games. Like for the PS4, I have like a pretty big pile of games, and I ended up selling a couple that I didn't really play anymore, or like, yeah, whether it be that like I just didn't really, you know, I just didn't really play the game like that anymore, or probably like the most important being that I ended up getting like the PC version of that game. So, you know, having it on the PS4 was kind of like redundant. Dude, 11 minutes. You see what I was talking about? This level is long. Now, I did die a lot. But even if I were, let's say I was kind of like speedrunning through this, right? I think the fastest I've seen someone do this, that wasn't speedrunning, of course, like using glitches and stuff like that. This level could take you up to like 7 minutes, which is a lot for a daytime stage. Yeah, so, you know, I like my PS3, but as much as I hated to, as much as it pained me to sell it, it just would have hurt more to watch it collect dust and and then eventually just kind of not work due to the fact that I wasn't playing it. So I would have I just preferred to sell it and give it to someone who could get use out of it and like make use of the game's life, the console's like remaining life, and that's what I did. I mean, I ended up selling my PS3 to some guys who ended up migrating here from like, I don't remember what part, but they're from like Central America or South America or something like that, and I could tell it was like their first game console because they were asking me like so many questions, and like I had to set it up for them and whatnot. Kind of had to teach them how to do all that. But I mean, yeah, it was nice. At least I got to help some guys get into this hobby, and that's what I'm here for. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to make this channel, was that I wanted to pass on my passion of gaming to other people, whether it be like people, you know, gamers, seasoned gamers, or maybe people who are like, you know what, I've never played video games before, I want to get into gaming, but I don't know like which games to play, or, oh man, yeah, I don't know which games to play, or like what consoles and stuff like that. So that's why, I mean, that's part of the reason why I made this channel. Now I'm pretty sure most of my viewer base are gamers, and you know, nothing wrong with that. Of course I'm gonna get a lot of gamers here, that's to be expected. But even if it's just like one new person that's like, you know what, I want to get into gaming, and thanks to you now I know like how to get into it. Now I found a couple games that I actually want to try and whatnot, you know. That makes me happy. So if there's any of you guys watching that are like that, damn it, I forgot I'm not supposed to jump. Oh, which by the way, this is the egg lancer. Yeah, so if there's any of you guys watching who are like that, you know, that you just started gaming and you found something you like thanks to me or I helped you out, you know, let me know in the comments. That would really make my day if you know I helped you find a new passion in your life. Or I don't know, maybe you might be someone who's like, you might be a parent who's like, I wanted to connect with my kids because they love video games and I wanted to find something I could bond with. Yeah, like I remember about like last year I ended up talking to like an old classmate of mine from high school, just because she posted something about like Call of Duty on her IG, and I just sent her something like, I didn't know you were a Call of Duty girl, and it's because like in high school I don't remember her ever being like someone who played video games. And yeah, and that's when she told me that she just really started getting into video games because well, she's married now, right? And she said that her husband plays video games, so it was like a way for her, she did it as a way to connect with her husband. And I was like, oh, that's cool, that's actually really cool, you know. I know he'll really appreciate that, and I know because I would really love if I had a wife that could play games with me. That, oh man, that'd be my dream. But even better if my wife didn't play video games and now she plays video games because of me. Oh man, that would make me so happy. Anyways, so the Egg Lancer, if you guys are paying attention, I like the Egg Lancer because Eggman did something with the Egg Lancer that he has never done before, and it was essentially take the best of the past two of previous machines that he had to combine them together to make an even better one. Because you saw the Egg Lancer has the body of the Egg Beetle, but with the weaponry of the Egg Devil Ray. And that's what the Egg Lancer is. And it no.
What's wrong, buddy?
Huh? Oh, right. I'm just scared.
Scared? It's just another old temple. It doesn't look like there's anyone around either.
That's not what I mean. That's not... Never mind. I'm fine. Let's go.
Whoa.
I welcome your return. Messenger of day, of light, of rebirth. Sonic, I remember now, all of it. My real name is Light Gaia. I draw power from the day and light, and guide the planet to its rebirth. My job was to protect the planet from Dark Gaia. But Eggman broke the world apart himself, and Dark Gaia and I were awakened before we should have been. That's why Dark Gaia broke apart, and I didn't know who I was. I didn't remember what I was supposed to do. All because this isn't the proper time of awakening.
Time of awakening?
Dark Gaia grows over millions of years, then rises to destroy the world. And I put it all back together. We've been doing this over and over, again and again, since the very beginning of time.
So you were asleep all this time? For millions of years?
Yes, for ages and ages.
I bet it's thanks to you. Even at night when I'm like this, I'm still myself, not like all the other people we've seen. You must have been protecting me this whole time.
I haven't done anything, Sonic. You're the reason you haven't changed at all. You're too strong to lose yourself.
I'm the reason?
Yeah, you never doubt yourself, no matter what. You never give in to the night or the darkness inside your heart. I think it's because I knew that about you. That's why I wanted you to help me. It's been so fun, getting to see the world. I've lived here since the planet began, but I didn't know a thing about it. That it's so pretty, or that food tastes so good, or that people are so nice. I'm so glad I got the chance to discover all that with you, and I'm so glad that you helped me find my memory. Sonic, I will never, ever forget you. Thank you, Sonic. Goodbye, friend.
Hey!
Whoa, what?
Where do you think you're off to all by yourself?
What? But my memory is back now, and, well, from here on out, it's my responsibility, so, I mean, there's no reason for you to come along, so I should just...
Do I need a reason to want to help out a friend?
Thanks, Sonic. Yeah!
Man, I gotta say, that is definitely like my most favorite cutscene of this game. Only because it's just like such a beautiful moment between Sonic and Chip, you know, like these two friends, even though like they've known each other like for less than Sonic has known his other friends. Their friendship just grew like a lot, and it's believable, you know. It's not like other, I don't know, other stories where like you have these supposed best friends, and even then like you're all like, oh yeah, I don't buy it, but in this game I do believe it. And then the cutscene too, what I like about it is it really just shows you Sonic's character, you know, who he is as a person. That's why Chip says, yeah, just how like Sonic says that despite the fact that he has all this Dark Gaia energy in him, you know, he thought that the reason he's still him and isn't corrupted like everyone else who gets Dark Gaia energy in them, he thinks it's because of Chip, but Chip tells him no, it's not. I haven't done anything, it's you. You just have such a good heart and you're so sure of yourself and whatnot that, you know, you can't lose yourself. And I like that because, you know, Sonic's the type of hero who's pretty much like incorruptible, and he's very confident and he always wants to do the right thing no matter what. You know, yeah, he might be cocky a bit and arrogant sometimes, but he has a heart of gold, and that's why I like Sonic. I mean, that's yeah, if I were to be a hero, I'd like to be like him, even though I feel like I'd be more like Shadow if I had to be honest. And yeah, even though Sonic doesn't really have, you could say Sonic doesn't really have a lot of character development, because let's be real, since we've done this, you don't really see him grow a lot. But you know what, I think Sonic doesn't really need to grow, because the way, I feel like the way they Sega and Sonic team make like stories about Sonic interesting despite him not having much character development is they tailor stories of characters around Sonic growing because of him. You know what I mean? So like this game, you see like Chip really changed. Yeah, Chip changed and had a lot of experiences thanks to Sonic. And then, you know, when you see games like Sonic Adventure, like for example Tails, right? Before Sonic Adventure, Tails was just his sidekick and, you know, always relying on Sonic. But then it's thanks to Sonic that he later on gains the courage to stand up for himself, to be his own hero and whatnot. So that's what those are some examples, but yeah, if you look at other games, you'll see more examples of characters changing. You know, another one I guess is Knuckles, because before Knuckles met Sonic, you know, Knuckles is just like a very stoic, loner, like brooding loner type. But after like he goes on an adventure with Sonic, he changes. He's more open, he hangs out with his friends more, and you know, has fun every now and then. I mean, he still is Knuckles at the end of the day. Or look at Shadow. You know, Shadow was just this guy hell-bent on getting revenge on the human race and whatnot. And I know Amy was the one who, like, yeah, Amy was the one who kind of inspired him to be better. But since then, like, you know, he helps out Sonic, and even though they still kind of have a bit of a fierce rivalry, I kind of see him like a bit, kind of having like a fierce brother rivalry, you know? So that's what I like. Even though Sonic doesn't grow a lot, the way they make the stories of Sonic the Hedgehog interesting is they just have the characters around him grow, because Sonic is just that, he's just that guy. He helps everyone around him grow. But yeah, like Amy says, the next temple is the last one. I'll pass, thanks. I'm just kidding, Amy. Yeah, that could be fun. I'm just gonna say that's my headcanon right here, guys, that after all this, Sonic does take Amy out on a date. I don't care what you guys say. I love Son Amy. And that's my headcanon, that after this grand world adventure. They go out on a nice date.
Sonic!
Nah, I'm good. Okay, so yeah, now we're gonna head out to the last continent, the last piece that needs to be restored. And yeah, you know, I guess it's pretty easy to track down the last temple when there's only like one piece out of place.
Sonic!
Alright, yeah, let's go. So here we are, the second Tornado Defense Act.
Guess they won't just let us through.
Here we go! Transform!
Do you guys actually listen to the music? It's actually like a more darker, sinister remix of the Tornado Defense Act 1 theme. And by the way, you can bet your ass this act is much harder than the first one, because we're getting into the heartland of yeah. You'll see right now, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about. I like that though. I like the fact that they really, for this level, they just basically made a much darker and sinister remix of the theme from the first act, to fit with the level theme here. I mean, you just look at it: dark, cloudy, dark gray skies, or dark gray clouds, and a red sky. We've only seen this kind of sky in certain areas before. Honestly, I don't know which one I like more. I mean, I guess it depends on the vibe I'm feeling, you know? Like, if I'm feeling a more darker vibe, probably this one. If I want a more peaceful, relaxing one, probably the Act 1 would be my go-to. Damn it. Press the... Ooh, that was close. I can't believe I messed up my combo. I was doing so good too. I don't think I had ever done this good here. Because like I said, this one is actually much harder than Act 1. I think we're coming to the end. Yep.
Whoa! Welcome, committee's out.
Don't think this'll be like last time.
You just can't get enough, huh?
I think it's up to something. Be careful, Sonic.
So it looks like the egg cauldron is back. He's almost down. Ah man, I missed my chance to attack. It's just because he's really going all out now. There we go.
Sonic, don't think you've won this.
This time I completely took out the cauldron. Whoa, look at that. And I got an S rank on my first try. That's nice. I didn't even take a single hit that time.
Welcome to Eggman Land, the brainchild of my heart and soul. This is my magnificent empire, made possible through my genius and the limitless energy harnessed from Dark Gaia.
What? Whoa, this place is crazy.
I'll never understand Eggman's tastes.
Get a good shot.
Surprised? Yes, of course you are. Sonic! If you have any complaints, come deliver them to me in person. If you can, that is.
Ugh, he's enjoying this way too much.
Sonic! I can feel the last temple nearby. He must have built this place on top of it.
Well, I guess we'll just have to tear it down.
Alright, so I'm actually gonna not do Eggman Land right now. Just because well, Eggman Land is a bit of a gauntlet. Besides, yeah, I got things to do and I gotta get to them. Figured maybe I'd just at least finish Adabat. But yeah, another reason why I love this game, because you know. Oh no, that's not what I want. Okay, I guess I can't go to Eggman Land right away. Oh well. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, I love it because Eggman Land. Eggman finally achieved what he had been like claiming that his ultimate goal was since Sonic Adventure. Yeah, Sonic Adventure, that was the first time Eggman Land is mentioned. That was what? That Adventure came out 98? This game came out 2008, so yeah, a whole 10 years. It took Eggman a whole 10 years for his, well, 10 years worth of games for his ultimate goal to be realized. And this is the game where it's finally realized. And look at it. It's the final continent. This is the only piece of land on this area. And I know the flag is kind of like in the way, but that whole area right there, that's Eggman Land. And you're gonna see, Eggman Land is no joke. So yeah, next time we're gonna do Eggman Land. which I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, look at this, guys. The Earth is pretty much back to normal. That this is the only piece missing. So yeah, look forward to it, guys, because yeah, Eggman Land is gonna be a bit of a hassle. It's gonna be quite the adventure, because Eggman Land is basically like a gauntlet. It's like a gauntlet of a challenge. But alright, well, look forward to that in the next one, guys, and I'll see you then.